Hello, everyone, and welcome to our educational session. The topic of the session today is celebrities may not deserve to be treated like your best friends. The topic touches on psychology and a little bit on social socializing and dealing on posting and dealing with social networks. My name is Paul Arsov and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. I am going to speak about the number of projects that we're working on in the end of this presentation, but right, let's get right to the start of this educational presentation. Think about what you're doing, furiously defending, for example, billionaires in Twitter threads, dissecting celebrities' breakups like they're your own family drama, knowing every detail on the streamer's life down to their coffee order, and fighting endless wars with other fans over people who don't know you exist. Now imagine spending these same hours building real friendships, learning actual skills, creating something of your own, or just living your own life instead of watching someone else pretend to live theirs. The problem isn't celebrities, content creators, or public figures. They're just doing their jobs, making videos, building businesses, entertaining audiences. The problem is the fantasy of intimacy we have constructed around them, the parasocial relationship that exists entirely in our minds. Let's be clear about what parasocial relationships actually are. They are one-sided emotional attachments manufactured by our brain's inability to distinguish between real social connections and carefully curated content. Our psychology evolved for small tribes where knowing intimate details about someone meant you actually knew them, maybe personally. We haven't adapted to algorithmic feeds and parental sub-donations. The math makes this painfully obvious. Your favorite creator may have millions of followers, even if they wanted to form real connection with their audience, it's physically impossible. There aren't enough hours in a human life to forge genuine relationships with millions of people. Parasocial relationships extract a heavy toll. They consume the emotional bandwidth you need for real relationships. Every hour spent feeling genuine emotional pain over a stranger's Twitter drama is an hour not invested in actual friendships. They distort your understanding of normal human connections. Real relationships are messy, complex, and two-sided. Parasocial bonds create the illusion of intimacy without any of the actual work of human connection. They keep you in a state of perpetual emotional adolescence. Instead of developing mature relationships with equals, you're stuck in one-sided pattern of idealization and projected intimacy. They prevent personal growth by providing stimulation or simulation of achievement. Why work on yourself when you can live victoriously through your parasocial mentor, carefully edited highlights reels? Modern platforms have perfected the art of manufacturing parasocial attachments. They understand exactly how to trigger your social bonding mechanisms. Regular content drops become virtual hangouts, subscriber badges become tribal markers. Parasocial communities form around the shared delusions of intimacy. The entire ecosystem is designed to monetize your natural desire for connections. This isn't a conspiracy, it is just business. But understanding the mechanics doesn't make the emotional impact any less real. You're not friends with these people, you're consuming their content. That's fine, but call it for what it is. Think about what you're actually getting from these one sided relationships: a sense of belonging, emotional investment, vicarious achievement, social identity, the illusion of intimacy. Now imagine redirecting all that energy into building real communities, developing genuine relationships, creating your own work, finding actual mentors, living authentically. Um, we're not demonizing content creators on or their platforms. Um, you can still enjoy content, you can still learn from people you admire, you can still participate in online communities, but you can do it without the fantasy of personal connection with people you who don't know you even exist. The trick is maintaining perspective. When you feel the urge to defend someone famous in a Twitter thread, ask yourself, would they do the same for you? When you are about to spend hours analyzing their latest life decision, consider, could this energy go somewhere more meaningful and more productive? Your favorite creator isn't your friend. Your social mentor isn't your parent. Your comfort streamer isn't your therapist. This isn't their fault. They never signed up to fulfill these roles in your life in the first place, but continuing to project these relationships onto them isn't healthy for anyone. Dopamine hit from a creator responding to your comment isn't worth the hours you spent crafting this response. Um, the parasocial high of being a day one supporter isn't worth the relationship you're neglecting. And the false intimacy of knowing every detail about strangers' life isn't worth losing touch with your own. This isn't about them. This isn't even about social media. It is about you choosing the comfortable illusion of connection over the messy reality of actual human relationships. But real connections take work, vulnerability, reciprocation, and showing up when it is inconvenient. They cannot be bought with a $5 monthly subscription or maintained through one-sided Patreon tiers. Here is your wake-up call. That creator you are obsessing over, they're at the dinner table right now with their actual friends. That streamer you moderate for, They're building real relationships while you police their chat for free. Log off, touch grass, build something, create art, have real conversations, make actual friends, deal with genuine human conflict instead of parasocial proxy wars. The world doesn't need another parasocial cheerleader. It needs you, the real you, not the chronicler of someone else's carefully curated existence. Time to choose. Are you going to keep living in their narrative or start building your own? And with this said, I'm ending this educational presentation and I'm coming back to the beginning of this presentation when I told you that my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web Project, and currently we work on multiple projects. The first project that I want to mention is the Decentralized Web Project. We're building decentralized communication and advertising platform, and it is monetized through advertising. It has its own blockchain instance, and it offers rewards for people who become users in this decentralized web platform. The URL and the website of this project is decentralizedweb.org. Decentralized and web, these are two words and they're typed all together. Decentralized web. Then there is dot and it ends with org. With this said, I'm going to the second project I like to mention, and this project is about building products for charging electric vehicles. With electric vehicles, we expect that their number is going to grow exponentially, and currently the charging of electric vehicles is handled in a way which resembles the gas station model, where internal combustion engines come to gas stations, they connect the fuel hose to the gas tank of their vehicle, they start loading fuel, they pay for the gas, and they leave. We're proposing that in the same way like electric vehicles, they come to the charging stations where there are several columns of chargers, and the electric vehicle owners connect electric cable to their electric vehicle. They start loading electricity in their vehicle. They stay for a while. They pay for the electricity, and then they leave. But we estimate that the number of these charging stations is going to become ultimately insufficient to handle the exponential growing number of electric vehicles, and so we are proposing so-called parking lot model, where products like the products we're building can be mounted and outfitted in parking lots in, for example, high-rise apartment buildings where the owners of these electric vehicles are living. And these high-rise buildings have on the ground floor parking lot or multiple underground floors parking lots. Owners of electric vehicles, when they come back from work in the evening, can connect charging cable to their vehicle, and they can charge their vehicle during the evening, night, and morning, uh, while their vehicle is in the parking lot of the residential building. But when these um, owners of electric vehicles, they may go to work in office buildings, which could be also high-rise buildings, and these high-rise buildings could be having a ground floor parking lot or multiple underground floor parking lots. In the same way, this office building could be outfitted with the type of products that we're building, and it could charge electric vehicles um, during during the morning, afternoon, and maybe early evening, while the owner of this electric vehicle is at work. With this said, I like to mention some details about the products that we're building. These products are outfitted with a remote connection capability through Wi-Fi connection. They're outfitted with near-field communication reader to read the debit, credit card, or near-field communication um, card, or a ring, or a token, which could be mounted on a keychain. And our products are outfitted with high voltage and high current electric switch, and also with current measuring capabilities, which could measure the exact energy which was loaded to the electric vehicle. With this said, I like to tell you the name and the URL of the website of this project. It is power.rstack.com. Power is the ordinary word for power, then there is dot, then there is um, something which sounds like RStack, which I can spell it letter by letter. It's Alpha Romeo Sierra Tom Echo Charlie Hotel. Altogether RStack, then there is dot, and it ends with com. Once again, power.rstack.com. With this said, I'm going to tell you about the next project that we're building on. The project is about robotics and artificial intelligence. Currently, we're building, we're choosing hardware platform, which could be mobile. They could be having vision, hearing, and speaking capabilities, and they could be having also motion capabilities. They could be outfitted with a hand, which could grab an object, then move this object from one place to another. Um, we do not have a website still for this project, but we're going to build this project and release the website for it. And with this said, I'm going to be ending this educational presentation. Thank you for viewing, thank you for listening. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.